He's a shorty that I bought, I don't want this song. I don't know why I'm putting that on. I was in the moment. Still got my bun on, so it ain't gonna work. What a deal, what a deal, what a deal. Hold on 1 second. So, hey, I got a download. I got a music message earlier. I was going to wait until later. I was actually going to wait until tomorrow to get online, but the song came back in my head. So, since the song came back in my head, I got to do this reading. I don't know if I'm going to use cards or not. But I got a music message download. So I'm going to go and break down the lyrics, and I'm going to do it online. And we're going to decipher the song and see what the message is. And I'm going to do it live right now with you. I kind of skimmed through it real quick. I got some stuff from it, which made me look into something else. I'm like, okay, that could be a clue. That could be a clue. But I'm going to decipher. We're going to decipher this message together. This could be a message for you, or this could be a message for me. We're going to see. And I maybe pull some cards. Maybe I have 2 decks over here. I have the index deck, and I have a tarot deck over here. So we're going to see. So the song, the download that I got was Lifestyle of the Rich and Famous. And when I was singing that song, I'm like, I was singing that song, but the different lyrics. So when I looked it up, there's 2 songs, Lifestyle of the Rich and Famous and Lifestyle of the Rich and Shameless. Lifestyle of the Rich and Famous is sung by Good Charlotte, which is a 4-member band, two, as I tell this now. And the Lost Boys is also a 4-member band. You got a white band and a black band. A white band and a black band walked into a bar. Then they started jamming. Ha! Listen, so anyway, let's get into it. That wasn't funny. Hold on. So, the music, the message that I'm getting, I'm just going to read the lyrics and then we're going to get the message. So this Lifestyle of the Rich and Famous, sung by Good Charlotte. The energy that I'm getting was Charlotte is in North Carolina. So somebody could be from North Carolina. Okay. We got producer Eric Valentine. So somebody could be named Eric. Somebody could be named Valentine. Somebody could be named Charlotte. So here we go with the verse 1. It says, I always seen on TV or read in the magazine celebrities who want sympathy. All they do is piss and moan inside the Rolling Stones talking about how hard life can be. So we got somebody that could be rich and famous. We got somebody that gotta have some type of money. Somebody that's always seen on TV. Somebody you read on the magazines. Is begging for some type of sympathy. So they could be some type of celebrity. So they could be a celebrity that's on TV right now that's begging for some type of sympathy, complaining about how hard life is, man. And then it says, I like to see them spend a week living life out on the streets. I do not think they would survive. If they could spend a day or 2 walking in someone else's shoes, I think they stumble and they will fall. So this is somebody, what I'm getting is there's somebody that could be rich, could be famous, could have some status. There's somebody could have some type of status. Could be rich, could be money, could be somebody you could see on TV. And they out here bitching and moaning and complaining about how hard life is. But they don't know what it is they don't know what it is to actually be out in the streets. Because it says, I like to see them spend a week living life out in these streets. So this person that's bitching and complaining and moaning right now, somebody that got money, somebody that's always seen on TV, somebody that's a celebrity who wants sympathy. It's a celebrity that wants sympathy, and they're bitching and moaning about how life is, but they don't know what it is to actually be in these streets. That they wouldn't survive. And it says lifestyle of the rich and famous. They always complaining, always complaining. If money is such a problem, well, they got mansions. We think we should rob them. Then the dog started barking as I said that. So somebody's about to rob this person since they complaining. Or somebody could have been robbed. Or somebody's trying to get robbed. Somebody's trying to rob somebody. They got mansions. We think we should rob them. Somebody's trying to rob somebody's mansion. There's somebody of a high status that's out here complaining about how hard life is, but they don't know the half of it. They don't even know how hard life really is because they're spoiled. They live in a mansion and they're complaining about how hard life is. Oh, somebody lives in a big ass house. This is somebody you see on TV. This could be somebody that's known. And they out here complaining. You live in a mansion. You got motherfuckers that live in the fucking street. Bitch, stop complaining. You gotta be fucking kidding me. There better not be no fucking celebrity out here bitching and moaning and complaining. I mean, I know they don't really be seeing the money like they be showing and splurging because they really don't be seeing the money. But I'm just saying, you're not in the street and nobody told you to sow your soul. So don't bitch and moan then. It says, did you know if you were famous, you could kill your wife? Listen to this. So somebody could have murdered their wife. It says, did you know? So somebody's rich and famous could have murdered someone's wife. Somebody's wife could have been killed because they're famous. So somebody could have murdered somebody because they're famous. So somebody could have unalived somebody because they're famous. And then it says, and there's no such thing as 25 to life as long as you got the cash to pay Cochrane. So somebody could have committed some type of unaliving. And because they got money, they paid off a lawyer. Cochrane, Johnny Cochrane. Somebody could also be named Johnny. We got Johnny, Val, Eric, Valentine, and Eric, the name so far, and Charlotte, or somebody could be from Charlotte, North Carolina. It says smoking crack McDonald's wouldn't even want to take you back. You could always just run for mayor of DC. So somebody could be from Washington as well. This could be a mayor. A mayor could be involved. So there could be a mayor involved in this. Or this could be a mayor that's famous. So there could be a mayor that could have committed some type of unaliving. And they're complaining about how life is. And they live in a big mansion. And all they did was pay a lawyer to keep this hidden so that they wouldn't go to jail. That's what it says. I like to see them spend a week living out on the streets. I don't think they would survive. If they could spend a day or two walking in someone else's shoes, I think they'll stumble and therefore they would fall. So somebody's about to have a fall. Somebody's about to stumble and fall. Lifestyle of the rich and famous. They always complaining, always complaining. If money's such a problem, we got a mansion, think we should rob them. Remember that song, Good Charlotte? The lifestyle of the rich and famous. They always complaining, always complaining. If money's such a problem, they got mansions. We think you rob them. However the fucking goes, I don't know. Out of some rock and roll shit. But I remember it. Rob them, rob them. So somebody's going to rob them. Somebody's getting robbed. Somebody got robbed. Somebody wanted to rob them. Somebody in the mansion. Somebody's about to rob somebody in a mansion since they're complaining about rich and being rich and famous. So somebody robbed them. Somebody could be named Rob. So the rich and famous is always complaining about something. So somebody that got some status is complaining about how life is, how hard life is. So I'm going to break it down so far. So what I'm getting from that first one with the Good Charlotte lyrics is this somebody that's out here that got some type of status, got some type of money, lives in some type of big house, is out here bitching and complaining about how hard life is, but they don't even know because they're not even from the streets. They don't know how hard life really is. They're a fucking silver spoon. or they don't know how hard life is. And we got robbed them. So somebody's going to rob them. Somebody's going to get robbed. Or this person robbed them. Robbing them. Somebody could be named Rob. Rob and them. Rob and them people. Anyway, I'm going to move on to the next song, which is the Lost Boils and the Lost Boils. Boils. I went to say boys, and I said boils. Somebody could have boils. Somebody's in my energy. I don't know. I just said boils, and I meant to say boys. Somebody got boils. Something with boils. Boils is bumps. Somebody got some boils. I don't know. That came out my mouth. But anyway, let's move on. So, lifestyle of the rich and shameless. So, somebody is shameless right in these streets. Somebody that don't got, they are disgraced. And they don't got they don't have no shame, basically. They are disgraced. Insensible to disgrace. They don't have, like, they don't care. Showing lack of shame. They don't give a fuck. They're unembarrassed. So, somebody is shameless, unembarrassed, unashamed, unblushing, unabashed. Or somebody is displaying some type of poor sportsmanship. Somebody could be in their feelings. Again, somebody could be from Charlotte, North Carolina. And then the rappers, the Lost Boys, when I look up where they're from, it says Queens, New York. So somebody could also be from Queens, New York. Let's read the lyrics. It says, everybody bucking, don't give a damn. I just finished saying somebody don't give a damn. So shameless. Everybody bucking, don't give a damn. Everybody. It says, straight from cop killer Queens, a juvenile named Jack at the age of 17. Yo, this kid Jack started slinging crack. He's on the road to riches. Riches bagging bitches. He's clubbing, taking pictures. How I'm singing this better than the other one, obviously, it's a rap. But anyway, so somebody could be named Jack. Somebody could have been slinging at the age of 17. 17 equals 8, so something with the number 8. Somebody could be from Queens. Somebody could have been doing something from the age of 17. Slinging crack, slinging whatever the fuck they been doing. Slinging crack and bagging bitches on the road to riches. So this person that's complaining, two different energies. Never mind. It says, drink your finger, always into cess. His lifestyle, buck wildin', honey child, yeah. Got a shorty named Val. She stayed on the aisle. He started slinging at the age of 17. His heart made of steel. So Val. But then when I go back to the Charlotte, good Charlotte song, it says the producer is named Eric Valentine. So Valentine, somebody could be named Valentine. Somebody could be named Val. Somebody could be named Val. I know somebody named Val. Anyway, let's not even get into that. But kid, his mind full of greens. So somebody's mind is full of greens, or somebody's mind is all about money. He got other bills to get blunted. He's a smoker. And with the letter G, somebody could be named with the letter G. He bought the letter O. So somebody could be named Geo. Or somebody could have the name G or O, first or last name. Or somebody could be named Geo. He's racking in the dough. He putting his people down because says that's only right for them to get keys. Somebody got the keys? Mad tight. Somebody's mad tight. Set up organization organized on the block. Look at that. Look at that. There's a setup organization organized on the block. Somebody trying to set you an organized setup that was organized on your block, collective. I'm telling you, I don't need cards to get the message. And it says, hey, yo, we got this block on lock. So somebody was set up on their block. There was an organized setup on their block. Somebody's block on your block. I know there was an organized setup on my block. So it says, lifestyle of the rich and shameless. Some die with the name, some die nameless. It's all the same game. It's all the same pain. It's all the same pain. It's all the same game. So the lifestyle of the rich, somebody's going to die shameless and nameless. About this girl named Yvette. So somebody could be named Yvette. There could be somebody named Yvette. She lived out in Queens. Again, with the Queens. Pushed the red Corvette. Something with a red Corvette or something with a red car. She pushing weight. This person can sell drugs in and out of state. So they push weight in and out of state. So this person they push weight in and out of state so they could be traveling. So this person travels in and out of state. Out of state license plates. They have out of state license plates. See her lifestyle is straight weight. So this person is all about drugs. They's a criminal. She into licking shots. She still blocks, sticking blocks. Got a shorty on the team. Shorty into picking locks. She's a lock picker. She picks locks. She's a criminal. Just enough to be flashing. Cash they be stashing. She's with the cats. They love packing gats. Bulletproof vest, bulletproof hats. Her and the queen stay right, getting high too. Lex Coupe and Jeeps got peeps down on Guy Brew. So somebody is making G stacking trips across the sea. So somebody's traveling across the sea. Like I said, so they in and out of states. So somebody's in and out of the states, across the seas. Somebody's traveling across the streets, traveling in and out of states. With her cats, with her peoples, with her crew, with her group of people. They could be driving in a Lex, in a coupe and Jeeps. They could be meeting up with a guy. It says, shorty sniffing cane just to maintain till the nice shorty rock OD. So somebody could have OD, somebody's going to OD, somebody's going to pass away, somebody's sniffing coke, somebody sniffs coke. To a nice shorty rock OD. So this person OD'd. Somebody's going to OD. Then it says, I used to hustle up on Linden Ave in the van. Linden, New Jersey. So somebody could be from New Jersey. They could be in a van. They could have a van. Me and my man did the thing hand in hand. 20 bills up, but bursted. Time to rap, but the fiends kept coming back. This person is a fiend. Obsessive, a fiend that kept coming back. They trying to put my lifestyle in order. The game mad deep. I keep my feet above the water. Quarter big, got a wife and a kid. The name just burned in the flames, so I'm out of the game. I slid. Somebody's out of the game. Somebody got a wife and kid. They got locked up. Somebody's trying to get out of the game. So now I'm into making hits with my man. I hustle with my style. Cook up works with my pen. Mr. Cheeks represent in the gutter. Freaky tie getting laid. That's my brother in the game. So somebody... Huh? Okay. So you got one song that you got one energy out here that got money, could have committed some type of murder. It's like it's two criminals out here. There's two criminals out here, but different energies, right? This is funny. So we got two different criminals. We got this criminal that committed some type of murder, unaliving, couldn't unalive some type of female, their wife, their girlfriend. They paid a lawyer, so the dirty judge or dirty lawyer, they got a lawyer, paid off the lawyer to keep it a secret. And now this person is out here complaining about how hard life is, yet they got money in a mansion. This person could be getting robbed, right? Then you got the lost boys. The Lost Boys is talking about a female or a group of people. They could be scattered. New Jersey, Queens. They're drug dealers, a different kind of criminal. So you got murderer, and then you got drug dealers on the other side. You got somebody that's into two karmics energies. One that actually committed an unaliving. One that's in a karmic lifestyle when it comes to the game. When it comes to drugs and shit. They trying to get out of the game because they got a wife and kid. And now they make music. So somebody, there's one energy that's out here bitching and complaining. They got money. And they don't know how hard life is. And then you got the other energy, the Lost Boys, that knows how hard life is. Because they was out here slinging, hustling. And now they out the game, making money, making music. After somebody died. So it took somebody to pass away to change their life. So somebody's going to pass over. So somebody, this is either past, present, or going to happen, future. Someone is out here complaining, all right, about how hard life is. They got money to fix it. They got money and mansion to fix it, and they're not doing nothing. And this person might get robbed. That's one energy. And then the other energy is somebody was out here hustling, putting in the work in a karmic way. But after somebody passed away, a G in the street passed away. This person ended up going to jail afterwards. I don't know for the same reason, but it seems like in the song they got locked up. They end up having a wife and a kids, or if they didn't get locked up, they end up getting a wife and a kids, and they changed their life. And started, instead of putting their feet to the pavement to sell drugs, they put their pen to the paper. So somebody changed their life, and somebody's out here bitching and complaining about how hard life is after somebody just finished getting out of the gutter. So you got one energy that's bitching and complaining about this fucking rich life they living in, and then you got one that fucking got it out the mud. No matter how, whether it's karmic or not, they got it out the mud and then started doing right for their family. So I don't know. That's the download. Somebody could be out here. There could be energy that's out here bitching and complaining. We're gonna pull some cards because that's two different songs and there's two different energies. It's not the same energy. I thought it was gonna be the same energy, but we do got the name Valentine or Val in this two songs. Making G trips. So we got the G, we got the letter O and G in here twice. So somebody could be named with the letter G and somebody could be named with the letter O. Somebody could be named Jack, somebody could be named Val, somebody could be named Eric, somebody could be named Valentine, somebody could be from Queens, somebody could be from New Jersey, somebody could be from North Carolina. There could be a group of 4 people or 4 to 8 people. With the Good Charlotte band being 4, a group of 4, and the Lost Boys being a group of 4, that's 8. And then we got the number 17, and 1 is 7 is 8. So something with the number 8. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3 right now with the Lost Boys underneath, right here. And then we say Renee. Topia twins. So something with Topia twins, something with twins, 1, 2, 3 twins, Renee. Somebody could be named Renee. The countdown and twins. I see that on my screen right now. So I'm going to pull some cards on this energy, this music download with the rich and famous. Oh, so look, I just picked up a card that says Lost All Power. And then look, the deck 3 of Wands in the reverse. I just said rich and famous, lost all power, and their foundation is in the reverse. As I pick up the cards to use it. So somebody's about to lose their power and their foundation is about to be in reverse. Somebody that's rich and famous. Yes, you see the energy, right? I forgot I didn't have my tooth on today. Oh, well. Let's see what card got left in the mind blown. Somebody's mind is blown. Look, they all fall down. Let's keep the cards. Lost all power. Mind is blown. They all fall down. Gang stalking. Sirens. Very faint. So we got this rich and famous energy that they lost some type of power and their mind is blown, that they all fall down. And the Three of Wands in the reverse. Wow, this King of Wands in the reverse. Oh, wow. Hierophant energy in the reverse. There you see the energy, right? Lost all power. King of Wands energy in the reverse. Hierophant energy in the reverse. Temperance in the reverse. Oh, wow. Judgment. They being put to rest. The Four of Swords. Whatever they were trying to come and do hastily, King Knight of Swords is in the reverse. They were trying to come to do something to break your heart. Three of Swords in the reverse. Somebody was trying to come in hastily. I'm seeing, look, I'm seeing Six of Cups poking out. Two of Cups in the reverse. The Nine of Cups just fell on the table. Somebody was trying to come in hastily, quickly, swift action. To break your heart, but they were unable to break your heart with this the Three of Swords in the reverse. The Magician that's in the reverse. Page of Cups in the reverse. They were unable to Eight of Swords you. Somebody was trying to come in and break your heart and have you in the Eight of Swords. So with the lost all power, mind is blown, they all fall down. What's coming out with is the Three of Wands in the reverse, the King of Wands in the reverse, the Hierophant in the reverse, the Temperance in the reverse, Judgment, Four of Swords, the Magician in the reverse, and the Page of Cups in the reverse. Somebody's foundation is in the reverse. Because the Three of Wands is talking about for a foundation, wish fulfillment, happiness, content, whatever whatever you've been working on that you're gonna get, you're gonna receive. Your foundation. So somebody's foundation is in the reverse. This King of Wands energy, a fire sign energy, masculine or feminine. Masculine or feminine. Ooh, the cards that was left behind on the thing. Wow, we got the Two of Wands and in the reverse and the Five of Coins. So somebody's not tangled up in a situation when it comes to their material needs. So somebody was trying to have somebody with the Two of Wands being in the reverse and the Five of Coins represent the Five Pentacles. Somebody was trying to have your foundation, your money, because it has to do with money, your home. You wanted you tangled up in your home, wanted your money tangled up, but that's not happening. Be with the Two of Wands being in the reverse. Somebody wanted you to be tangled up in some type of financial problems. I need something to drink. Give me a second. Somebody wanted you to be tangled up into some type of financial problem. They wanted you to be in the Five of Pentacles. Sugar in this juice. Hold on, collective. So this could be this person, this King of Wands, it could be a married man. So this could be a married man, this King of Wands energy. And with the Good Charlotte and the with the Good Charlotte lyrics, it did talk about a man killing. That did you know if a person was famous? Where was that? The lyric said, did you know if you were famous, you could kill your wife and there's no such thing to 25 to life as long as you got cash to pay Cochrane? And did you know if you were caught and you were smoking crack, McDonald's wouldn't even want to take you back? You could always just run back, run for mayor of DC. I'm not even going to go there, but burn. But anyway, so this is somebody who has a wife. This is a confirmation with King of Wands. This is someone who has a wife. This is a married man. This is a married man. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, and this could be with the Hierophant energy. Again, a marriage alliance. This could be a couple. This is a married man, a widow, a married man. This is somebody of some type of organization. So more confirmation with the lyrics that says set up, organization, organized. So this is some type of organization. A King of Wands energy, a foundation that's in the reverse. So it could be some type of organization that's in the reverse, a business or a home. A foundation is in the reverse. A marriage is in the reverse. King of Wands, a married man, Hierophant, which is a marriage alliance. But that being in the reverse, there's no more marriage alliance, I'm guessing, right? You would think, right? So this is somebody that's feeling really powerless right now because whatever they were doing is ineffective. This person could be feeling very weak at the moment. Okay, because they were trying to have some type of power over you. Being very chauvinistic, domineering, an arrogant ass type of energy. And this Hierophant energy, this is somebody, again, this is somebody that's a part of an organization. Religious beliefs, maybe. Could be somebody of a church, somebody of church. This person is in deep regrets and going through some type of conflict, going through some challenges. They're feeling frustrated and disappointed. They're in regret because they lost all their power. Because they're under judgment. So somebody lost all their power and they're sitting there in regret because of what they did. Because they lost all their power and their mind is blown of how they lost their power. So they don't understand how they lost their power. They don't understand how their foundation is in reverse. They don't understand how they're dealing with obstacles. Because they've lost all power, mind is blown, they all fall down. Somebody's mind is blown because they don't understand how they lost their power. They're being restricted. They used to getting their own way. There's someone who there's somebody who honors their tradition. So this is someone who is honoring some type of tradition. This is some type of organization, an institution, some type of social structure. Somewhere where they got some type of education, somewhere they learned, or somebody they learned from. Somebody that taught them, or a place that taught them. Like I said, somebody is feeling very weak. They're weak. They're feeling weak. They're imbalanced with this temperance in the reverse. They're feeling weak because they're under judgment, with the judgment card falling behind the temperance in reverse. Their mind is blown on how they're under judgment and how they lost their power Were you a good person? I don't think so. Then there you go. There's your answer. Were you a good person? Then no, you weren't. Now you having some type of disunion. There could be some type of a separation. Okay, like I said, this is connected to church, religion, with the temperance energy. And then the temperance following behind the temperance following behind the Hierophant energy. This is an organization of a religious structure. This is a church. These are religious people who have lost their power. So there's some type of church, organized church, some type of church, a religious organization lost their power and their mind is blown that they all fall down with this setup in your block, on your block, an organized setup on your block, right? That was in there. That sounds like something I'm dealing with. And I'm not trying to say I'm freaking reading my energy, but I'm just saying how you see how there's clues in the song. And then as I read the cards, how everything connects. Because I'm pulling it out. Right? With the Hierophant and the Temperance both being in the reverse. This is a religious organization. Somebody that's a dogma, restricting, social pressure, conformity, conventionality. That's the Hierophant in the reverse in a book. This is connected to churches, religion, sex, and prehistoric, the unfortunate combination, this union. Yeah. This is some type of organization that's a part of a religious structure, and they're under judgment and they being put to rest with the Four of Swords and judgment following behind that. This person is being put to rest. This magician, Hierophant magician, this magician that's part of this religious structure, this is a magician that's in the motherfucking church, is being put to rest, and they lost all their fucking power because they out here with this freaking good Charlotte, good life. They out here robbed them. They robbed them. They robbed people to have a good life, doing magic. A King of Wands, that their foundation is in the reverse. They're imbalanced. They fell down, losing their power because there's somebody. This is a religious church. This is religion. This has to do with religion. False prophet, false religion, false churches. People who live up in mansions that are rich and famous, you see them on TV and they out here complaining about how hard life is, and they ain't never fucking live a hard life in their fucking life. Yeah, you got the lost boy energy out here that fucking lived a hard life, had to hustle, had to sell drugs, watch people pass away just to make money, and they fucking end up creating a family and didn't want to put their family in that bullshit, and they changed their life and decided to fucking, however he did, it said make music because they're musicians, they rappers, decided to make music because I know this is a real life that he's talking about with the Lost Boys. And the Good Charlotte is a true story, probably true too. They talking about the rich and famous always complaining. They always complaining about how hard life is and they don't know shit. You got the Lost Boys, that motherfucking energy song, that motherfucking made it out the hood and got rich and famous. They made it out the hood and became rich and famous, and now they not complaining. They put that paper to the pen. And you got somebody that's on the opposite side that got money, that's seen on TV and complaining because they don't know about that life. And they're about to rob them, or they don't know, they're complaining because they don't know about their life because they're too busy robbing people. Anyway, so this is somebody that's scattered. They don't got no direction. They're very distracted, and they're a trickster, causing a lot of illusions. This is somebody who's treacherous. Okay? And then you got the Page of Cups energy. So this could be somebody that's immature. Or this could be somebody that's immature or young-minded. And this is somebody that's getting bad news on top of that. They're getting a bad message on top of that when it comes to some type of offer or money. Somebody's in their feelings. They're not getting this offer, this Page of Cups, whatever cups energy they were getting, they're not getting. They're getting bad news. The lifestyle of the rich and shameless. It's all the same. Now the song is stuck in my head now. The lifestyle of the rich and... Somebody's shameless. Somebody is shameless. Somebody's shameless. Shameless. So somebody could be out here trying to seduce somebody. Confirmation with the siren. Wow. Okay. So where'd that come from? Somebody's out here trying to seduce someone with the Page of Cups in the reverse. Somebody's out here trying to cause a lot of deception because there's an incline. There's some type of decline. They're falling. They all fall down an incline, a decline. Inclination. There could be a... Somebody is attached. There's some type of attachment to a seductress energy that's causing deception. Immature energy. Somebody that's in their emotions, in their feelings, and they're getting bad news. They're not getting they're not getting nothing. So this person that's out here complaining, look, we got gang stalking. So it came out as I pick up the deck. This person is under judgment because they were gang stalking. Look, you reap what you sow. They put to rest. So they could have been gang stalking you. Connected to animals. It says put back. Shuffle. Wasted energy. Death magic. Wasted energy to this death magic that they were doing in the shadows. A bunch of old hags that are trying to change plans, but they still getting exposed on an online community. Their crimes committed. Wow. And God doesn't have no mercy. Death because of this moon magic. Wow. We got upstairs neighbor. Spiritually organ harvesting. All right. I mean, Lord have mercy. Let me pick up my pendulum. I don't even want to talk about them. Maybe you got upstairs neighbors. I don't want to talk about mine. Upstairs neighbors have anything to do with this energy, and it's saying yes. Why? Why can't for one day, one night, just for one night, Papa? Why? They always in the business. Always. It's like, my goodness. So this got to do with my upstairs neighbors. My upstairs neighbors is connected to the King of Wands, or the King of Wands could be my upstairs neighbor. Let's see. Is this King of Wands in reverse the upstairs neighbor? No. Is the upstairs neighbor this magician that's in the reverse? Yes. So the upstairs neighbor is the magician that's in the reverse, that's working with the King of Wands energy and this hierarchy and this organization. Yes. It's going to keep coming out. You could disappear and come back. What you at? You had a meeting? You came back to still come back to do the same thing. Creeping. Still doing the same shit. So they came back to do the same thing? So they could be working old hags, a bunch of viejitas or viejos in the shadows in the online community. So you got a King of Wands, the King of Wands energy, the Hierophant energy in the reverse, the Magician in the reverse. Excuse me. And they're all under Judgment. And the Page of Cups energy in reverse. Confirmation, Sirens. The upstairs neighbor lands on the Four of Swords. So the upstairs neighbors have been put to rest. They're about to reap what they sow. The Magician in the reverse that was spiritually organized. So the upstairs neighbor is yours, not mine. Because I'm not talking about mine. I'm tired of talking about mine already. But the sirens kept getting louder and the dog barks now. I guess we talking about my upstairs neighbor, that nagget. I tried to avoid it and you see what happens? I tried to avoid it and you see what happens. The dog starts barking. The sirens get louder. Motherfucker, I don't want to talk about them. I'm tired of these people. Anyway, so the upstairs neighbors are involved because that's the only thing that came out so far as a specific energy. I haven't even fucked with the cards yet, even more yet. We're just in the beginning right now. So the upstairs neighbors are working with this person that's complaining. Could be working with this rich and famous person that's out here complaining, that don't know what it is to be up in these streets. Don't know what it is to make it out of the mud. That don't know what it is. They out here complaining. These people committed crimes and they're gang stalking, and God is about to have no... Look, it says, lost all power and their mind is blown. They all fall down for the crimes they committed. No mercy and death becomes them for gang stalking. You reap what you sow. A lot of wasted energy on this death magic. The moon magic rituals, that's a big mess, and they're trying to clean it up, but evidence has been left behind. The upstairs neighbors that was spiritually organ harming in the shadows with a bunch of old hags. They're trying to change the plan, and they're still getting exposed in an online community. So these online hags could be a part of the online community. So in the shadow, there's a bunch of old hags that trying to change plans, but they still getting exposed in an online community. And this moon magic that the upstairs neighbors were doing, they left a big mess. And they were spiritually organ harvesting off of me or you if you have an upstairs neighbor problem. So this upstairs neighbor, so this is for anybody who has an upstairs neighbor problem. You could be dealing with an upstairs neighbor that's a part of some type of church, religious structure, organization. They're part of a church. This is connected to church. With the Hierophant in the reverse and then the Temperance in the reverse coming right after that, this is definitely connected to a church. This is an organization, a church organization. And these people were doing death magic on you. They all fall down. Death becomes them for this death magic and them spiritually organ harvesting. It's literally saying what the fuck they were doing. There's a church that lives, I don't know if they're part of your community or not, but church or organization, a religious church that's out here spiritually organ harvesting from people. Your upstairs neighbors are connected to this church, this fake church that's spiritually organ harvesting off of people. And they lost all their power, or they're about to lose all their power for the crimes that they committed. And they were gang stalking you. So they were following you. Online, offline, they were following you. They were gang stalking you. It says Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Like I said, they all fall down. These people are about to have a great fall for the crimes that they committed. Chi magic, but you're balanced. This has to do with your chakra. You align, collective. You're balanced. Troublemaker. So these troublemakers are they were gang stalking you, or they are gang stalking you. They still are, because I heard somebody creeping in my hallway. They were on my floor, creeping. And I opened the door to go throw the garbage out, and they want to pretend like they was chilling up there. I looked at him. I saw his face and everything. So I want him to know that I know what he looks like. His little friend that he got upstairs, I know what his friend looks like. Since you want to send your friends to gang stalk for you, I know what his friend looks like, because I heard him pretending like he's chilling by the window. You wasn't just there a little while ago. You were literally creeping. And my upstairs neighbors were gone for a few days. I'm going to say one day, because they were here, but they were quiet. But they were a day or so. And they just returned. They returned back today. And he had to make a grand entrance. He had to stomp his way into his apartment. Like, honey, I'm home. Bitch, nobody cares. Nobody cares about you. Because you're annoying. Somebody righteous. Yeah, they were being troublemakers and gang stalking somebody righteous. Yeah, this energy. The wild card unknown. They don't know what's gonna happen. Because of this death magic. This zinc back energy, death becomes them. They don't know what's gonna happen. Wild card unknown. They don't know what's gonna happen. It's a wild card. I was not gonna get on today. No goals. They don't got no goals. I was not gonna get on today. But the music message popped in my head again, and I'm like, oh darn. Oh darn. Somebody could have an STD. This person got no goals. They can have an STD, syphilis. They need to make peace with their imperfection. So somebody can have an STD and they need to make peace with their STD. They have remorse. A coven. Look, you see, a coven in reverse. Lost all their power. Murder for hire in the reverse. Because shit control. See? In the reverse. Out of control. They're getting evicted. So these people, the upstairs neighbors could be getting evicted, or this people in this organization could be getting in this church. They're in the feeling because of all the mental manipulation, and they being haunted because they're a bunch of lames that were doing alchemy, that were doing magic. I'm not pulling no more because where we at? We already almost on an hour. And yeah, somebody could be alone right now because they'll be a fraud and they can't hide. They're trying to hide. Yeah, they got too deep and shit is spiraling out of control because they didn't listen. In one ear, out the other. For all the lies, false advertisement, and they unprotected. They currently in survival mode because they're getting cut off. Snip, snip, cut, cut. Yeah, because of the settlement deadline. Because now they stuck in a rut for being a spiritual slut. And somebody's rotting from the inside out because their plans failed. They could be being recorded. This cocky energy. Yeah, you have high potential and they underestimated me or you. And now the past is catching up with them because of their risky move they made. Trying to bring you to a demise in the reverse. They were trying to bring you to some type of demise. Yeah, this devilish deeds will bring them karma. Look, the judicial system. They were jealous and envious. And they were pocket watching you or me. Trying to block my throat? I don't understand. All you do is make our gobbles. This could be an uncle related to me or to you or upstairs neighbors. Yeah, a destiny swapper. So this could be an uncle, my uncle, your uncle, their uncle is being traced back to them and they being devoured. I'm done pulling for real. So you got uncle and upstairs neighbors. So with uncle and the upstairs neighbors, this could be the upstairs neighbor's uncle that's a part of some type of religious organization, church. And they were out here doing alchemy on you. They were doing death magic on you. They were there doing moon rituals. So every moon cycle, they were doing rituals on you. With the moon magic rituals left a big mess. So they were doing death magic every moon cycle. To bring you to some type of demise. They were busy, they were gang stalking you. They were pocket watching you, committing crimes against you. They were in a very cocky energy, but yet they were jealous and envious. You can't be cocky and you can't be in a cocky energy and then you're going to be jealous and envious of somebody. Those two energies don't mix. Because if you cocky, that means you confident in somewhat way, right? Right. So if some type of cocky, then why are you jealous of the next bitch or nigga? Don't you have some type of confidence in yourself? You this cocky energy, right? You big, bad, and bold, right? So then why you big, bad, and bold, huffing and puffing like a fucking big, bad wolf? You out here jealous and envious of a person. If you think you big and bad, because being cocky, you out here in the streets thinking you big and bad. Thinking you bigger and badder than the next person. So if you think you bigger and badder than the next person, why your stupid ass is jealous of a person and envious of a person and out here doing magic and trying to put some death to somebody? Literally murder for hire. You're trying to off somebody, take somebody off this planet. How stupid can you be? Y'all get me sick. This is why I did not want to come on here and do this reading. This is why I don't even want to fuck with this karmic readings anymore. Because this is stupid. I'm tired of reading this energy. The same energy keep coming out over. I'm tired of upstairs neighbors, next door neighbor, downstairs neighbor, cousin, brother, sister, whatever. I'm tired of all of y'all coming out already. I'm tired of talking about y'all. This is why I don't do readings. Because the people in my energy, they want to be talked about. This is why I really don't talk about them like that. Unless they give me a reason to talk about. And the only reason you give me a reason to talk about you, if you pop up on my motherfucking table. But besides that, you can fucking make all the noise in the world. You can stand in my fucking front of my door and talk all the shit you want that I know motherfuckers is still doing. And you're not going to get me to react because I said what the fuck I said. Now you embarrassing yourself at the end of the day. If you still doing the same shit that I called you out for doing. Now continue to make a fool out of yourself, why don't you? While I continue to mind my motherfucking business as I've been doing. Continue to build my business and mind my business. While y'all stupid, jealous, envious asses out here is still fucking gang stalking and committing crimes. Yeah, you big and bad and you cocky, but you jealous and envious of the next person. Make it make sense. Y'all ass backwards and y'all stupid. That's why you all fall down. You lost all your power. You about to be cut off and snip, snip, cut. Because shit got out of control. Shit is spiraling out of control. You about to reap what you sow because you're a dingbat. You're not a cocky energy. You're a dingbat. Literally. You're a dingbat. You're dumb. Oh, you're nothing cocky about you. How you going to be jealous and envious of somebody, but yeah, you think you big. Shut up and sit down. That's why you being shut up, and this is why you being sat down. Your power is being taken away from you. Your shit is being shut down. You're being cut off. You're going to be alone in a survival mode. And you can't hide from this either. You're a fucking... You're fake. Your mind is blown because your fake religious organization is being shut down. Well, good. Good riddance. Y'all all gonna, like y'all like to say, people gonna burn in hell. Y'all gonna fucking burn in hell. For using the Lord's name in vain. For pretending that you a fucking church. But yet you literally, you worship the devil. You out here sending death to people. You causing people murders. Murder for hire. Spiritually organ harvesting off of people. And you call yourself a church? This is a church. Hierophant temperance. In the reverse. This is a church. This is connected to a church. Somebody that's out here preaching to people. People that look up to him. Somebody that thinks that they're preaching to God and Jesus. But yet this person is a whole magician in the reverse. Doing magic. Or working with a magician in the reverse. Now they all on the judgment and their foundation is in the reverse. I mean, the cards can't say it any clearer. They being put to fucking rest. This King of Wands energy, fire sign energy. Then God is about to have no fucking mercy on them and death becomes them. They all fall down. They lost their power. They reap what they sow. Their mind is blown. So this was a lot of wasted energy. The upstairs neighbors, mind is blown that there was a lot of wasted energy. I mean, I would think you were fucking harassing me for fucking 7 years and nothing that you're doing is fucking working. I would think that it would come. Ding, ding, ding. You need a fucking V8, motherfucker? You would think it's not working, right? What, they thought they were going to come back and there was going to be no noise? I was not going to be alive? They thought they were going to go group up and do bippity boppity boop with a bunch of other people and they were going to come back and they were going to celebrate? Is that what they thought? The star? They can no longer stand their ground to the star? All this star energy can no longer stand their ground. Remember, we see somebody rich and famous complaining, always complaining. A star can no longer stand their ground. Or a star can no longer stand their ground, or they can no longer stand their ground to a star. They're in the Ten of Wands. Yeah, they can no longer stand there. Because look, they're in the because the star is not in the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords is in the reverse and the Ten of Wands. 10-10, new beginning. There's about to be a new beginning. Something new is about to. The Fool, look, like I said, Hangman. A new beginning for the star. A new beginning, the Fool, on a Fool's journey. New beginning, fresh start. And this fucking person is in Hangman. They not in the perfect situation that they should be. This person that can no longer stand their ground is in the Hangman position. I pick up again, and there's no coincidence that I pick up all the cards on the floor, that I pick up the Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords again. Like I said, there's somebody that's in the Ten of Wands. They're not in the Ten of Swords. There's Hierophant in the reverse. 7 of Coins in the reverse. 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah. 8 of Swords. You're not. 8 of Swords in the reverse. Somebody was trying to have you locked up. Yeah, they're under judgment. You're this Queen of Wands energy. You've been a busy bee. Okay, you've been minding your business, being a busy bee. Queen of Wands energy. And somebody's out here spying on you. Page of Swords. And while somebody's out here spying on you, they being spied on. This is a confirmation being recorded. So these people are being recorded. So while they gang stalking you, they being watched. Yeah, this moon. The moon and these illusions in the reverse. There's moon magic in the reverse. It's in the reverse. They got 8 of Cups, the situation. They got to walk away. They got to leave this situation, or there could be a change of residence. Somebody could be moving. It says they're getting evicted. So somebody could be moving. Or you could be moving, collected. Or I could be moving. I hope it's me. Yeah, because you're not in the 8 of Swords. You're not trapped. You're not stuck. You're not imprisoned. I am damn sure not. This ain't my cage. Yeah, like I said, because this illusion is in the reverse. This magic is in the reverse. This Emperor is in the reverse. Fire sign, more fire sign energy. They're in the Ten of Wands. Five of Pentacles. Confirmation with the sirens. Very faint. Collective, so somebody's out here complaining. They was robbing you, robbed them. They was robbing you, spiritually organ harvesting off of you. Your Ten of Cups, your energy. Because you're the High Priestess. So yeah, that was the message, I guess, for whatever that download was. There's somebody out here complaining that don't know what it is to have a hard life, and they about to. The cards is basically saying that this person that's out here complaining, that lives in a mansion, that got money, their foundation is about to be in the reverse. And they're about to go through, and they're about to feel what it is to actually struggle. They're about to be in the Five of Pentacles. Like I said, they're about to feel what it is to struggle. Their foundation is going to be in the reverse. All I did was split the deck. Their foundation is going to be in, they're about to be in the dark, the sun. They're going to know, they out here complaining about how hard life is, but yet they fucking sitting there doing spell work on people, causing endings to people. To people's worlds. Putting them in the Ten of Wands. I mean the Nine of Wands. They putting people's worlds in the Nine of Wands. And then the Ten of Wands. This is what you're doing. This is what you're actually doing. To people. And there's no more illusions about this. This is why your foundation is in the reverse. This is why you're getting cut off. This religious organization, whatever it is why you're getting cut off. This is why your shit is being torn down. I hope they take a bulldozer. I came in like a wrecking ball. I hope they fucking tear that shit down. I hope your whole organization burn. I hope they take a match, a torch, and burn that shit. Wherever your shit is located, I hope that shit burns down. I hope there's a fire that catches shit so that you won't ever have meetings in there. Wherever the fuck you holding your meetings at, I hope that shit burn down. Tower in the reverse, the moon in the reverse. For all the injustices. Injustice in the reverse. You were unable to cause a tower. And you were causing a lot of injustices to try to cause a tower. You were unable to do that. Now the law is involved. The law of all kinds. And your wheel of fortune is in the fucking reverse because of it. You idiot. How you like them apples? Now you in the fucking Nine of Wands. Trying to have somebody in the Nine of Wands. Now you in the Nine of Wands. Well, somebody's in the Nine of... Somebody's in the Nine of Coins and you're fucking in the Nine of Wands. How that feels? A King of Cups energy is in the Nine of Coins. A water sign energy. Or it'll be a water sign energy is feeling like a hangman right now. Because they being put to... Ooh, they under judgment. You saw that? Let's see what card was that. Yeah, look. The same card that we keep on the Four Swords and the four swords and Three of Wands in the reverse. They under judgment because their foundation is in the reverse and they being put to rest. They could actually be being put to rest. Like being put to rest. In a coffin. A King of Cups is being put to rest. A King of Cups is being put Four Swords. Yeah, justice. There's a King of Cups that's being put to rest. The collective is getting justice. I'm getting justice. High Priestess energy. There's a High Priestess energy that's fucking getting justice. The Sun. The Sun, High Priestess. Where is that? I just had it. But anyway, King of Cups. I just saw the High Priestess. Y'all saw it. But yeah. Seven of Swords in the reverse. They were unable to Seven of Swords you. This Magician. was unable to 7 of Swords you. The Devil in the reverse is in the Hangman. And they in the 2 of Wands. They in a pickle. Their 9 of Coins is in the reverse. And now they out here juggling with the 2 of Coins. Because they got to walk. This Devil that's in the reverse got an 8 of Cups. Because this Devil got to walk away. They got to walk away. Because, again, 3 of Wands. Their foundation is about to be in the reverse. Or their foundation is in the reverse. They can no longer celebrate. 3 of Cups in reverse. 3, 3. Yeah, 8 of Cups again. So I'm not going to pull no more. I'm done. It says 111 on the timer. I'm going to end it there. Yeah, this Devil got an 8 of Cups in situation. They got to move away. They got to walk away. They got to stop what they're doing. Whatever it is that they're doing, this Devil energy. Got to stop. Or the sun is going to keep illuminating the Devil and the devilish things that people are doing. Collective, that was the reading. That was the download. That was the energy that I pulled from whatever I got there. And it is what it is. Somebody that got some type of money. Somebody that got some type of status. Somebody that is a part of a religious organization or connected to a church that is on TV. That you can see them on TV or you can see them on a screen or something. Is out here doing magic on people. And you can have an upstairs neighbor. And the upstairs neighbor is connected to this person that got this money. And yeah, and they out here doing magic on you. They out here doing death magic on you, and they gang stalking you and they're pocket watching you. Tell me something new. And you were being set up on your block. That's what came up too. Spiraling out of control. And the names Jack, Eric, Valentine, or Valentine's. It could have happened on Valentine's Day, the age 17, and the number 8. Val, the letter G, the letter O, the name Jack. What else? Yvette, a red Corvette, Linden, New Jersey, Charlotte, North Carolina, Queens. What else? Up to 4 to 8 people. And your upstairs neighbors and an uncle related. So this could be your uncle related to you or uncle related to these next door or to the upstairs neighbor. And that is it. And look, upstairs neighbor was on the top of the deck. Wasted energy right behind that. So, yeah. Anyway, peace out, collective. If you resonate with this, you already know what to do. And if you a troll, you already know what to do. Kick rocks. That's it. Peace out, people. Oh, old hags also. I forgot. So you got old hags, uncle related, and your upstairs neighbors. Those are the energies. A bunch of old hags, uncle related, and upstairs neighbors. Is the energy that came out within this hour. That's the only energy that came out within this hour. So you can resonate with that or not. I know I resonate with the upstairs neighbor part. They might be connected to a religious, I don't know. At this point, I don't know what the fuck they connected to. They connected to the fucking devil. That's what the fuck they connected to. So, yeah, look, upstairs neighbors gang stalking. They do it right now. So, I don't know. There's a King of Cups that's in the reverse. There's a water sign energy. That's under judgment. A Magician in the reverse. High priestess in the reverse. That was 7 of Swords you. The Fool in the reverse. They're not having a new beginning. Because you're not in the 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. So you're not having financial problems, money problems. Anyway, I'm done. Justice. I'm done. Because I flipped the deck and I got justice. So you getting justice, I'm getting justice, we getting justice. And they're not getting wish fulfillment because I just saw the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Collective, peace out. Thank you for watching. And I might be back tomorrow. Maybe. We'll see how I feel. I'm just tired of tapping into this karmic motherfucking energy. I'm about to switch it up. Confirmation. Shit is about to get switched up on how I do these readings. Because this is dumb. And I know they're getting karma. I don't care about what they're getting. I'm tired of watching readers as well. It's all getting repetitive. The same messages over and over again, even coming out of my mouth. Is the same messages coming out of my mouth, and the same messages coming out of the other collectives' mouths. Is the same energy over and over and over. And it's going to be the same energy. You're not going to win. We know what you're doing, and you're still doing it. We know that you're still doing it. You can't hide. I don't know why you're hiding. I'm not too sure what we got going on here. What we got going on here? And a bitch like me is not going to jump on every time I feel somebody doing spell work. Oh, yeah, they try to make you a third-degree victim. But they fumbled the bag. Related to you by blood. There could be an uncle related to you by blood. That uncle could be related to you by blood. Uncle could be related to me by blood. Somebody try to make somebody a victim. Now they can't think straight. Because the dark don't want anything to do with them. You can't make me a victim. I already was a victim. I already was victimized. So you're not going to, yeah, this was a bad investment. With a cousin related, we got uncle and cousin related, crazy energy vampires. Everybody loves a comeback. Yeah, these people are a bunch of weirdos. You got uncle related, cousin related. This is why I don't want to keep on reading, because more shit is going to come out. A bunch of puppets that broke all types of law. Now they can't think straight. Anyway, I'm out of here. Because there's no point of pulling no more. Yeah, witchcraft. Because they're going to keep telling us. A wild witch that was doing witchcraft. A cousin not related. A cousin related. Cousin not related is been displayed. Try to water you down, but only rejuvenated you and revitalized your garden. And it's been made a public display. So they could be a cousin of mine. That they up the creek river and all paddles without a paddle. They drowning. They cursed their contract. An uncle and a cousin related that was trying to disrupt my energy with the upstairs neighbors. I don't know. And a part of a religious thing. I'm done pulling. Because more, look, cousin not related came out. So uncle related, cousin not related. Doesn't even matter. I'm done pulling. Whoever you are, I'm going to play dumb. Continue to play dumb. I know some of y'all and some of y'all don't. Yeah, some of y'all are still hiding. But it don't matter if you're still hiding or not. All of y'all going down at the end of the day. And it's going to keep coming out that you fail and you go down and you lose and the collective wins. Keep winning, and we're going to keep winning, and we're going to keep winning. At the end of the day, that's what's going to happen. So I'm out of here. Peace out, collective, and you may or you may not see me tomorrow. I don't know. I keep you posted, but I will be uploading my videos that I've been uploading, caps from my TikTok. So any videos that's uploaded on my reels, those are live clips from lives that I did on TikTok. I think I uploaded the videos on YouTube as well. So these are already posted, and they're just clips of posted videos that are already posted on my YouTube. So I'm not going to keep on with the same messages. You all fall down. And that's it. Because you're a false prophet. In a cocky energy, that's a false prophet. All fall down. Wrath of God. For this root work, no magic. Ooh, no magic, and you in a false marriage. Wow. You were doing root work. Spirit is spilling the tea. You're undivine masculine, feminine energy. You could be being deported. I'm done. Bye.